Greetings everybody, my name is Glenn Bickham and this is week 5 of the Coursera Introduction to Music Production course. We are working in FL Studio 11. We are applying an equalizer, an EQ, like a large mixing board. We've got a lot to cover here, so let's just get to it. In FL Studio 11 you want to go to your mixer, choose your channel, and go down to Fruity Parametric EQ2. Pick that one up, and as you can see it comes with 7 bands, but we only want 5, so I'm going to disable 6 and 7. Now we've got our 5. First thing we need to do is we need to enable a high-pass flat filter, which in Fruity FL Studio is called just the high pass. And so it comes out with this angle that we don't really like. We can adjust the frequency by going left or right on the knob, or grabbing the circle and doing it. So we're going to leave it at 70 Hertz, and we are also going to make the curve steeper or shallower as we go with gentle or steep. I'm going to do that now. So that's a little bit steep. You can mouse wheel through a bunch of presets as well. So I'm going to lift that up a little bit. Leave it at 70. Yeah, that's fine. And then of course you can adjust the percentage. So leave it about 50. Next one we want number 2 here to be a low shelf, so we're going to change that straight up to a low shelf. It's the same thing in FL Studio. Move it down to 80 Hertz is about where we want it. Can go up to, obviously you can go up to 200 as well, but we'll leave it at 80. And now that one's done. As you can see, we can also treat it like a low shelf, so that's fine. Let's leave it around 80. Okay, number 3 is what we call a peak in FL Studio, which is a low mid. In the lesson we heard it was a low mid, so we're going to call it a peak. It's already peaking, and this one can go from we'll set it about 300 where it is now, but it can go from 100 to 2K right all the way up, and we see 2K is all the way over here. So we're going to move these two substantially. Number 4 is also a peak, and as we can see, this is already chosen as a peaking, so Parametric EQ2 does some work for you. It can go from 2K to 8K. I'm just going to leave it at about 2K for now. And finally, number 5 is the high shelf. So we'll pull it all over to about 11,000, and we'll call it a high shelf. And there it is. It's all set for you. So there you have your basic EQ, like a mixing board. Real quick, real easy. You want to save it as a preset? You go up to the menu. Save preset as, you can call it what you like. I've got some here. I'll just save over the Coursera one that I've been practicing with, because you don't do this once right away, right? I will replace it, and then to show you how to get it back, I will replace this with none. I have no more EQ. Listen to our beat, our drum and bass beat, so we get a feel for what we're doing. So that bass drum is not what I want for drum and bass. It's really fat, it's really meaty. I want something a bit punchier. So I'm going to go back to Fruity Parametric EQ2. I'm going to load my preset, which is the Coursera preset we saw. And here we go, it's ready to go. It's already enabled, so let's hear our beat now. Nice and punchy, right? One thing I like about Parametric EQ is it shows you where the frequencies are visually. So we can So there you have it. That's Parametric EQ2 as a large mixing board plugin. It helped me in this case take my fat bass drum down to a punchy bass drum, which didn't interfere with the bass that was coming in, as you heard at the beginning of the song there. I learned a lot, and I really appreciate the fact that Loudon took the time to teach us. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you guys learned something too. Comments are welcome. See you in the final week.